Got another challenging afternoon against a top-quality side. What are your thoughts on what you saw?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, a very good side. First half was really unacceptable from us in many ways. Really, we needed to have a bit of humility about us in terms of understanding the dynamics of the game and what we was up against. And I felt, in terms of our general body language, in terms of our general dynamics of what we need to bring the game, I thought we was nowhere near it. And really, without that, when you're a team like us, playing against a team with huge quality, look, there's no disgrace in losing to Arsenal in that sense. But what is not acceptable is the first half in terms of the way we went about it, really, and I was very disappointed. Second half, of course, we came out. There was a reaction, but 45 minutes in this division to come out like we did in the first half is not enough, and really we need to understand, and the players will understand that.
Why do you feel that was? Because in many ways this was set up to be an opportunity to Bournemouth to show what you were about against a side like this.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure at this present moment in time, Greg. I'm not sure. I didn't expect to see in the first half what I see. If there was one thing I expected my team to show was her humility in that sense. I expected them to show a certain ingredient which we didn't show, and it was far too easy in terms of recovery runs, in terms of getting back into shape, in terms of understanding the quality of what we're playing against and how that game may look. I thought we struggled, and that was down to our desire to do that. And exactly that. There's a bit of learning, some big learning to do regarding this game, which is a good thing. Massive thing for me, certainly, but we need to learn from that.
We'll come to that point in a moment. That said, how do you defend against a player of the quality of Gabriel Jesus in the form he's in?
Well, that's what you're going to face. So, again, can accept that, can accept the huge quality of what Jesus brings and other members of their team. We can always accept, I can certainly accept the quality of when the levels we're going up to. These players have bits of brilliance. What wasn't acceptable in the first half was just our general commitment in terms of understanding that, really, and that was disappointing.
So at half-time, you make a double change of shape. How at that stage did you feel you could get a foothold back in the game?
Well, just tried to commit another man on up higher on the pitch. Went back to where we were a little bit last year. Thought it'd bring some fresh legs in and try and get some pressure higher up on the pitch. And mainly at half-time, as much as there was some tactical elements and a change of shape, more to the message was in terms of our endeavour, in terms of how it may look. When you play against a team like Arsenal, Liverpool, whoever they may be in this division, sometimes it's not perfect, and sometimes, however that may look, but what needs to be perfect is our commitment to it and our commitment to understand that, really. And like I said, second half there was that. Still loads of things which we wasn't happy with, but certainly we tried to commit a little bit.
Now, you took off Marcus Senesi at half-time. It was his full Premier League debut. What were your thoughts on his contribution in the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, it was tough for Marcos. He's been in the building for 2 weeks. We've all seen what the Premier League brings. I could have probably changed many players in the second half. Chose to make that decision to go to a back four and trying to influence the game a little bit. And he was the one which obviously I felt at that moment in time was the best change to make.
You've said yourself that, games like this, games like Manchester City last week, they're not going to define Bournemouth's season, but nevertheless, what do you feel your players as a group can learn from these matches that stand you in good stead further forward?
The first half, because you can reference Man City, you can reference Liverpool, you can reference Arsenal and the quality, and it's clear the quality and where we are in terms of the quality we're facing is night and day at times. And that doesn't mean to say you can't be successful. That doesn't mean to say that you can't win football matches in this division. The first half was a game that we didn't impose ourselves. More importantly, in terms of that, we didn't impose our personality on the game, and we certainly didn't understand or accept the dynamics of the game and how that may look in terms of a commitment, in terms of an endeavour, in terms of a tireless work ethic. We didn't go. We was easily switched off. We was disappointed in certain moments. You can't afford to be like that in this league, especially when you're us. More importantly, when you're us, you cannot afford that. And I don't want my team to be like that.
Just finally, you've made your thoughts known on the strength of the squad and the need for strengthening in this window if you can. How confident are you that you can get more bodies in before September?
I hope so. We need, you know, I think I've stated that we need help in that sense. We need to strengthen. We're light where we are, this squad in terms of where it was and everything like that. So, look, we need some help. Of course we do. More importantly to that point is obviously we need to eradicate what some of the things we see and some of the traits we see first half, which we've not seen, didn't expect, and that's down to me. But of course, everyone understands at the club we're trying our hardest to try and bring some more in to make us competitive in this situation.
Scott, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Craig. Cheers.